Hi, good morning, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to the second episode of History of Sixth Standard. So, I hope all are fine and take care. And my dear students, in previous class we were discussing about the history first chapter, that was the introduction to history. Okay, so in this chapter we are mainly studying what is history, what is meant by the history, what is the definition of history. Okay, it is simple. History is a scientific and systematic study about the past. Okay, scientific and systematic study about the past by using some scientific methods, okay, like observation, recording, okay, and verification, generalization, like that many scientific steps are there. Under that procedures we are studying history. Okay, so history, we already studied that we can divide history into two, that is prehistoric period and historic period. Okay, the period of the period from which human beings learned or uh, they came to know how to use languages and script. Okay, from that period onwards we call it as historic period, and the period in which people, the early man, don't know how to read and write, that period is known as prehistoric period. Okay, and again the historic period we can divide into three, that is ancient, medieval and modern. Okay, so this is divided for the convenience of the historians and the students for better understanding and learning process. Okay, and in history we are using two terms, that is before common era and after common era. Okay, this common era is based on the birth of Jesus Christ, and it was earlier known as BC, means before Christ, and AD means after Anno Domini. Okay, Anno Domini means after the departure of Jesus Christ. Okay, now it is commonly used as BCE, means before common era, and ACE, after common era, on the basis of the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so now we know that we are living in the 21st century. Okay, 2001 to 2100 is known as 21st century, and now we reached on 2020 or 2020. Okay, it is the departure of Jesus Christ. Okay, according to Christian people, Christianity, Jesus Christ was crucified by their enemies called Jewish community. Okay, and later he went to heaven. That is the belief of Christianity. Okay, and we know that the majority people are following Christianity in the world, so they dominate, and we are following the British calendar also. Okay, the European calendar, and the majority people are following Christianity. That is the main reason why we are following the European calendar. Okay, so we already studied that father of history is known as Herodotus. Herodotus was a Greek philosopher, Greek thinker. Okay, he had contributed many things in history, political science, sociology, anthropology. Anthropology means the scientific study of human being. Okay, man. Okay, and we study how the word history derived. Okay, it is the story of man, that is why we call it as his story. Okay, or high story or great story. Okay, and now let us see what are the sources we are depending for studying history. Mainly there are two sources. One is literary sources and second one is archaeological sources. Okay, literary sources includes written evidences, as well as verbal evidences in the form of folk songs, okay, tribal songs, etc. And under archaeological evidences we may get historians and archaeologists are studying monuments, the old historical buildings, such as in India we can see Ajanta and Ellora caves is a good example for monuments. Okay, And in medieval period, medieval India, we can see one great monument in India, that is Taj Mahal, okay, which was built by Shah Jahan the Great. And we can also study the history by referring coins, okay. By studying the coins, we can assess how much wealthy a nation was, okay. Depends upon the metal used for the making of coins. If it is golden, that period we are calling golden period, okay. It was very rich period. And copper, iron, these like metals are also using. And inscriptions, written things on the walls of the caves, okay, on the palm leaves, these are known as inscriptions. So these are the evidences of archaeological sources for studying history, okay. And these are the introduction to the history part, and just to read the chapter very well, okay, and try to understand the things. Till then, take care, have a nice day. Thank you.